all. How are we? Namaste. Gonna wait for a little while for people to come on here. The audience builds. A lot of static electricity in the air today. That's a good thing, though. My hair is all over the place. Today we're going to talk about using your abilities, using your own psychic abilities, your own abilities that were given to you, that are within your DNA. And they are gifts. We have this intuition within us all the time, and it's with us constantly, and we tend to ignore it. In the recent days, in the last, couple, 3-4 years, this energy has picked up, what we call the awakening, and it's happening. We're right in the middle of it. If you didn't notice by Dapple, these guys were out there showing you what it is to be a true warrior, to protect our water, to protect our earth, to protect Mother Earth, to protect the goddess. They didn't use violence. They didn't have to. The power from their heart and all of their chakras was way more overpowering. And it exposed the dark. Because we have to expose the dark to understand it so we can light the dark up. Because we can change energy. We can transmute it, mutate it. I think I need to give us all a blessing today. So I'm going to smudge us all here. Let's see here. But we're also going to do some readings too. So if you guys are wanting, I can answer one question, because when it starts getting crazy, if we start getting a lot of people on here, I might not be able to see your question, during the live session, but just send me a message. Just click on the icon. It'll take you right to my page. Aaron, it's Psychic Impressions. But today I wanted to talk about using your own gifts. So if you guys have any questions about that as well, I'm Megan. Good to see you. But if you have any questions about how to open up your abilities and tap into your abilities better, let me know. Ask me a question. This is what it's all about. This is what I've chosen, or what chose me. Both. As far as my abilities, and that's what I'm supposed to do. I've got a lot of ideas. We're trying to plant some seeds. Actually, the seeds have already been planted. It looks like the connections week. Hold on a second. I'll give it a minute. Let this smoke cleanse your spirit. Let this smoke cleanse your soul. Let us all be one. Let us all be connected. Let us all understand each other's perspectives. Breathe this smoke in and let it be God. Listen to the words of God from within and be love. Are you guys getting me okay? Is the connection? It's saying the connection's weak on my side, but I don't know how you guys are receiving it. Ooh, we need a lot of blessing. This is smoking good today. Usually it doesn't smoke this good. Is everybody hearing me okay? Can you send me a message and let me know? We're kind of going in and out of connection. Well, let's make this connection strong. Send me some hearts. Lots and lots of hearts. Hi, Usha, or Usha. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sorry if I mispronounced it, which I did, because I said it 2 different ways. Hi, Dee. Hi, Heather. You guys all hearing me okay? And seeing me okay, or am I flickering? Thank you for the hearts. So it looks like you guys are hearing me. Yes, take this smoke in. Let God direct you. Listen to that higher self. Listen to the universe. What is the universe telling you? Go ahead and leave your answers there. I need to figure out how to invite from here. Let me see. Nope, that's not it. Hello, BB. So anyway, using your gifts, it's really, confidence plays a big part. Knowing what you're getting and this information that you're getting, because you'll get a lot of random information, but just pay attention to it. Once you start to focus on it, you'll realize it's actually a message, either for you or for the person you're supposed to give it to, or usually actually in most cases for both. For the receiver of that energy to give to somebody else or relay to somebody else, both of you are learning, and both of you are getting that message. I notice when I do readings, all of the readings I do, I always learn something from the readings I'm getting. When I'm channeling, I'll say something and whoa, okay, I was supposed to pay attention to that. And that's how it works. But it really comes down to confidence, being confident in yourself. Loving yourself is very important. Let me put this down here. But like I was saying, we are warriors. It's okay to be a warrior. It's okay to fight. We're fighting the good fight. We're fighting the fight for love. We're trying to say, hey, dark's got too much control right now. We're trying to swing it back into balance. And we're not trying, we're doing it. And the more we share this, information, the more love will come. The more love that comes, the farther we ascend into different dimensions. And we can do that from here. I mean, I do it all the time. I kind of bouncing in and out of different dimensions all the time. But right now, it's also important to be grounded as well, grounded to Mother Earth. We have to have both. We have to understand Mother Earth is this is our Earth. This is what we want. This is what we need to. This is what keeps us alive. Without Mother Earth, we wouldn't be here, living this earthly experience. This earth is our home. And because of that, we've come up with some ideas with a friend of mine, a couple of friends, Norma. We're trying to plan a mystery school in Arizona, near Scottsdale. So if anybody has ideas or that hears, please send me a message. If anybody would like to contribute and help and collaborate. This isn't just a mystery school for me. This is a mystery school for everybody. So that means applied geometry, mystical geometry. They're the same thing, basically. Basically, kind of a Jedi school, if you will. We want to build a big pyramid in the middle of the complex or of this school, teaching music, dancing, anything creative. Basically teaching creation. Using ancient texts, using ancient knowledge as well as contemporary knowledge, because we continue to learn. We continue to grow stronger. We have been here before, similarly, at this stage in our evolution, but never this big. From what I'm being told, never this big. Getting a little bit of a weak connection, but I'm going to wait. I'll just wait a second. So if I stop, that's just because I'm getting a little bit of weak connection. Thank you, Kara. You liked and shared. Thank you. Yeah, if you're enjoying this, please share. Another way to really, what's the word? Amp up your psychic abilities or your spiritual abilities is through meditation. Sitting with yourself, pondering information, going over this information you're being given, and being confident that these are real messages. And I know all of you are. All of you are getting this information because I'm getting it. And we're all connected. We all come from the same source. Hi, Nikki. Love you. Thanks for coming. But it's important to pay attention to past, present, and future. Of course, we live in the now. But as I was shown, eventually we're going to live in the 360 version of our lives. So we're going to see our past, present, and future all together. We'll see it in a much different way. It's the way I see it, I can't even explain it. But that's how we need to live. Our past teaches us. Our present is our action. And our future is what we create. It's best to look back at past so we can change our future. We don't want to keep repeating the same things over and over again. And there is a cycle to that. There is a cycle when the dark is supposed to gain more weight and in the grand scheme of things and gain more momentum. But right now, that's over. They've had their reign. The dark has had its reign. Now it's time for the light to take over. And that's what's going on. And, that's really what I would like to talk about is the people that are lighting this up, because the more that create this light, the more that shine their light, become beacons of light, the more we will ascend, the more we will wake up. I'm being told it only takes like about 20% of the population to wake up before we reach this total ascension. And like I said, there's a lot of people that were born and already are there. They can skip in and out. But what we're doing is we're ascending to where our reality is going to be different. Better, a lot better. Everybody will be able to use their gifts and has complete confidence. Everybody loves each other. And there isn't depression. There isn't anxiety. There's just love. There's happiness. There's joy. We're not there yet. There's a lot of dark around there that needs to be quelled, that needs to be shut down. And for that, don't ignore the negative posts, but pay attention. Some of them are meant to make us scared. They're meant to make us fear. But these citizens that are reporting these things, that are doing these investigations or this research, pay attention to what they're saying. They're giving you truth. That is your brothers and your sisters giving you truth, as I am to you right now. And we've created this thing called the Share Group. I actually made a list this time, so I'm gonna give some props, some shout outs. CJ Adams, Nikki Wall, David Hopkins, great. All these guys are great. Angela Mestre, Blake Aguilar, Eddie Hinsley, Israel Santana Kelly, Jennifer Castellari, John App, Melinda Cullum, Nori Love, Roxanne Calderon, and Todd Medina. We've all joined up and joined forces to help each other and spread these messages, spread our message of love and light. And help activate people, because once the light activates that someone else or another being, they remember the playbook. They remember who they are. That's what we're doing. We're remembering who we are. So when you read something or you feel something, you remember it. You remember, you'll have that feeling, that feeling that this is real. This is truth. You'll be able to see through all the BS. You'll be able to see where truth is. Truth is on both sides. Truth is dark. Truth is light. Don't ignore either one. Just pay attention to the truth. Don't pay attention to the BS, to the psyops, to MSM, mainstream media. Sorry, yeah, I said it. If their intent isn't love, their intent isn't good. And I want good. I've had enough of the dark. It's time for the light to take over. It's time for the light to lead. And that's where we're headed. All right, I will answer some questions. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you for sharing. I want good too. Hold on, let me see here. We overcome the psyops with heart ops. That's awesome. I was thinking about what kind of word we could use for that. Yeah, that's right, Nikki. But it's also important to be able to decipher what a psyop is and what's not. Because a lot of that is real news. But the ones calling it fake news are the ones with the fake news. So beware of, usually this is the psyop in itself. It's fake news, it's censorship, trying to censor our voice. And they're not going to. No matter how hard they try, the harder they try, the bigger we get. So they can do that. Go ahead. I'm still sharing my truth. Yeah, what a planet big mess. That's okay though. We're getting out of that mess. Continue to share the light. Any questions? Any psychic questions? Let's see here. I had to ponder there for a minute, sorry. Flow, the flow, that's right, David. The flow. We live in the flow, and the flow is love. The flow is flowing in love. Imagine this big wave just crashing all over us because that's what it's doing. It's giving us that power. It's activating that other part, those other parts of our DNA. We're fully activated. The more you deny it, the more pain you're going to feel. So it's time to embrace it. Your truth, your love. Christy, does your dad have a message for you? There's some kind of involvement with money. I'm not sure if you're waiting for money or if somebody owes you money, but he's showing me that it's going to get paid here within the next week or so. Thank you, Francis. Thank you for sharing this. Help with my dance teaching. Hold on a second. Chammering it. Channeling, right? You meant channeling? Karen says, working on my new journey, new me. What do you see that's coming for me soon? A lot of opportunity, Karen. It looks like you've set intentions. You're going to start to get some of that back. So that energy you've put out, that positive energy, you're going to start to get that back. So expect the next 3 to 4 months to be pretty much a whirlwind of positive opportunity. This looks career oriented. Robin Plain says, what are my gifts? Hold on a second. Your gift, Robin, where I would start is from the heart chakra, so I'd start from that empathic ability and flow that up through the third eye. The throat chakra, the third eye, it'll come back down to the throat chakra as spreading the message. So as you use these messages, and that's another thing you reminded me of that I was going to talk about today. It's not only that you learn how to use these gifts. When you learn how to use these gifts, it's important that you share them with others and let others know that that's where you need to share this knowledge as much as you learn it. So once you learn it, you need to share it. Hold on, let's see here. Thanks, CJ. Yeah, we're going to be on Mantic Mondays. What day? What day is that again? Let people know here. If you could, I forgot. Brittany Ann, will I be successful or will I have a career? Ask yourself that question, because yes, you can be successful. You can have a career. You have to put the action toward it, though. You actually are a very intelligent person and can make it. I don't think you'll ever have a problem with finances. I think you're always going to be successful, but you just have to set your intention and find your focus. What are you focusing on? What is it you want to delve into and master? That's up to you. Catherine asks, will I receive cash flow and home soon? Yeah, there seems to be a delay. I think about 2 months, it seems. About 2 months. Julie, me. Tell me about love, darling. Was I forgotten? No, you're never forgotten. I love you. Start sharing that inner love, and you'll get it back. Aloha. Connected but alone. It's time to put yourself out there. It's time to get yourself out. Connect with other people, Julie. Connect with new people. You're going to bring in better people. You're in a good place right now, but you just don't let the loneliness consume you. Thank you, Israel. Corrine asks, can you tell me anything about my son with selective mutism? Will he find his voice soon? Yes. The message I get for that is that he's got some hard work ahead. But yes, he will. You will find his voice. He will find his voice soon. It's going to take about a year. Martine says, could you tell me if there's any children of my own in my future? Kind of lost for what my purpose is here. I do see 2 children, and your purpose is that mothering energy, that goddess spirit, using that in any way you can, as holistically as you can. And the key word is holistically. So pay attention to that. Try to study up on the holistic ways. Susie Grace says, my father tried to tell me something and died before he could say it. This was, I love you and you're the strongest is what I'm getting. So you're the strength. So if you feel like you had a lot put on you when you were growing up, that was because you were the strongest. You were the one that could handle it. So it was almost like an apology, but also telling you he loved you. So he must not have said it too much. It feels like he didn't say it enough, or is what he's kind of telling me. Says she hears and sees ghosts. Okay, Latasha says, my daughter says she sees and hears ghosts. How do I help her? She gets very scared sometimes. Let her know that they can't hurt her, that she is much stronger than them, and when she has a problem and she's scared, she can come to you. But let her know that they're there, but they're not going to hurt her. Just, it's all about that overcoming fear, and that's hard with kids. But just nurture those gifts. Let her know that there's benevolent spirits and entities she can ask for help and for protection. And I'm calling on that right now. Heidi, are you on the right path? Yes, Heidi. I just see you want to stay out of that lower vibration too much. It feels like depression kind of sinks in it and you just wallow in it. Careful of that. When you start to feel that, tell yourself to stop it. Cece, am I a channel for higher dimensional beings? Yes, you're a channel for all. So not only higher, but lower, everything. Yeah, listen to all of them. Obviously, the lower tries to trick us sometimes into probably doing things that we shouldn't do, but it is part of life. But yes, you are definitely a channel. I would say you're a seer, that's for sure. You see a lot. A lot of visions. Questions are coming in quickly now. Hold on a second. Let me see here. That's right, Tammy. My little bubble did float by. You're feeling those bubbles of love, right? They're supposed to pop, and it just spreads love. I focused on that. That's another thing. You can focus on sending bubbles. Or my friend showed me this. She passed a couple of years ago, but she showed me sending these love bubbles. Sometimes looking shapes, hearts, or whatever, and sending them to people. And it works. Try it. Selena, what's going on with me? Well, let's see here. You got some decisions to make. It feels like relationship. It's like things need to either go forward or you need to go this way. But it feels like you've got a lot of, you've got some relationship issues that you need to cleanse and work out. Hello, Daniel. Much love. Am I one of the good guys? I hope so. That's what I think I am. I believe if you do things with love, you're always the good guy. You know, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Don't hurt other people. Help them. Lift them up. Don't bring them down. Thank you all for sharing. The names I mentioned again, too, I'm going to mention them again. CJ Adams, great woman, very powerful, also psychic. Nikki Wall, oh, very powerful indigo and starseed, very, very powerful, as well as her husband. John Apt, he's very powerful as well, has a silent strength to him. David Hopkins, very powerful. That's Odin. I like to call him Odin. He reminds me of Odin. Angela Mestre, Blake Aguilar, Eddie Hidley, Israel Santana Kelly, Jennifer Castellari, John Apt, I said John Apt, that's okay, Melinda Cullum, Nori Love, Roxanne Calderon, and Todd Medina. You guys are all great. And if anybody out here is watching this, contact me or David Hopkins if you want to be part of this and you want to be part of this share group, because we're basically sharing each other's live feeds. We're trying to spread this message. So if you feel like you have this, your message vibrates on this same frequency with us, look us up. Let us know you want to join and you're willing to help and share as well. Yeah, the questions are flying fast, David. Usha, will I progress in my career this year? Yes, but you have to be proactive with that. You have to talk to the higher ups. You're going to have to push the issue, but you deserve it, and they will give it to you. Avani says, hold on a second. Oh, I can't go up. I can't go down or back up with it here. What do I see for the mission, David? Well, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The mission is to share the light and change this reality into something better, a lot better. But it is a mission, and it is a fight. It's a good fight, though. I'm ready to stand up and stand into the good fight and share love and share knowledge and use my wisdom to help others open up and use their wisdom and do the same. This is a pay it forward effect. It works. It's been proven to work. We just keep that going. We keep that momentum going, and it gets bigger and it gets bigger. I tried to explain it as a snowball. You take a little snowball, you roll it down a big hill. By the time it gets to the bottom or stops, that thing's huge. I mean, that's how we create things. That's how that momentum works. But if we have that momentum of love and we start heading down toward that lower vibration and get stuck there, that's what delays it. Understand, it's part of life. It's what we're supposed to go through. But that's what we need to, we need to try to stay on that love side. Always, your intent should always be love. If you want to feel grace and where you really truly came from and who you truly are, love is the way. Yep. So anyway, I just wanted to finish here. Let me see. And I will answer your questions. We'll go back through. Like I said, send me a message on my page and I'll help you all out. Thank you for sharing this. Yeah, I do Facebook Messenger, Julie, if you wanted a reading. So we can do it a lot of different ways. I love you too, Iwana. I want to be where you're at, that's for sure. We need to go. We need to get to Europe. You keep sending me these beautiful pictures, and I'm like, oh, I want to go to Venice. I want to tour Europe, that's for sure. Andrew Barish, explain what my spirit looks like, and your spirit in spirit form can take form of anything if it wants. But your spirit glows. I mean, it's a white light right now. That's what I'm seeing. So that's all the colors of the rainbow. So everything. That's what I see your spirit. It seems like you just recently woke up, maybe within the last 4 to 6 months, and you definitely have a lot of power. Start using it. Start being more public with it. You're okay. Don't fear that. Don't feel ashamed of that. People that make you feel ashamed of that are afraid of it. That's why they do that. Yes, you will overcome the challenges that obstruct you. Roxanne, thank you. All right, since the questions are coming through so fast and furious, let me stop this before it gets too crazy, and I will go through and answer all your questions. Just send me a message. Like I said, share this out if you can, please. And thank you for the people that have shared this. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I'll do the same for you if you ask me. Just let me know if you want to make a video and you want to share it. Let me know. I'll definitely share it in the groups for you. But like I said, the Arizona mystery school that we're working on. If you have any ideas about this, if you're close to that area and you have any under knowledge, I mean, I'm in Utah right now, so just let me know if you have any ideas, whether you want to invest in it, invest your time, your money. It doesn't matter. If we're trying to share this, build this center there will be many centers all over the world. This will just kind of be a stop that everybody can stop into. You're not forced to go. You're not forced to stay. But music, dancing, singing, magic, all these things are real. You know, learning, basically a Jedi school. That's the way I see it, with a big pyramid in the middle. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Namaste. Love and light to you all. And I'll see you next time. Catch you on the flip side.